Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to yet another edition of our daily live streams. This is Nikhil from DJP Media. Thank you guys for joining in, for tuning in for today's stream. Uh, we are live on YouTube as well, I'm guessing. All right. And yeah, today we have some new faces, new names on the stream. This Rohini. Hi, Rohini. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining our stream. And I hope there's something for you to take away from this. Um, we have Rajiv. Hello, Rajiv. Good to see you again. If you guys can see the screen, say something in the comment section so to let us know that you guys are watching the stream. Uh, all right, there's a couple of yeah, so there's a bunch of people on YouTube as well. Guys on YouTube, uh, hello. If you guys are watching this, you guys can join in on the interaction. It'll be hard for us to communicate through the YouTube chat, but we'll just leave a link to our platform in the description. So let me just, yes. All right. Oh, I messed that up. Dot. All right. So there's a link to the platform in the description. I mean, in the live chat section in YouTube. So guys tuning in on YouTube, definitely check out our platform. There's a lot of really cool educational stuff we have been putting out continuously. A bunch of live courses coming up. You'll stay updated on that, and you'll be part of our daily live stream rituals, wherein we sit around, make some music, and you guys can basically interact with us while we do so. Uh, so, without any further ado, let's get back to what we were working on. So, in yesterday's stream, I started working on this track. So, let me quickly change the stream. One second. Yeah, I guess you guys should be able to see my screen right now. Uh, I'll just quickly pull up the project. So yeah, so this is the project that I've been working on since yesterday. Those are tuning in for the first time. Basically, um, just as an exercise, I challenged myself to like put together a song using a single synthesizer, uh, one of the most iconic synthesizers of Ableton. Being the operator, it looks pretty scary and it looks just full of knobs, and it's actually a pretty fun synthesizers once you get to know it. Once you get comfortable with it, once it stops being shy with you, like it's a pretty cool synthesizer, and you can there's a lot of what to say expression in there. There's a lot of possibilities in there to shape or design your sounds. So let me show you what I've got so far. So what I've got so far is a bunch of connecting ideas. I'm not sure all of these ideas are going to be there in the final version, but I'll just play out what I have, right? So I'll start with the first scene. So all of these sounds have been made using operator. is what I've got. Basically, the last thing that I worked on was like getting this melody which sort of bends at the end of the note as you release it, sort of giving you this, very cool, like, that very, I guess, you know, the opening expression that you sort of get where the pitch sort of, just rises up as you like, release. Um, so what we are gonna do, I mean, what I'm gonna do today is sort of extend on this, right? Um, by adding some new more elements, sort of fill up this entire space that we have right over here. Um, so one thing that comes to mind is there's no bass actually. I mean, there's a kick. There's a pretty solid kick over here, which is again an operator-based kick, but there's no traditional bass element. So let's get that on the road, right? So I'm going to, okay, again I can't go to sounds. I'm just going to take operator, drop in another fresh instance of operator. So guys, while we are doing this, if you guys have any kind of questions about the stream, about what we do, or like about what I'm doing right over here, feel free to fire away in the chat section, right? uh, so I have another instance of operator. I'm gonna rename this as base for just clarity, and I'll make a new clip. Let's write some notes over there. Like, I forget what scale I took. Uh, I think it was E major. Was it? Yeah, it was E for sure. I mean, it is rooted at E, but I forget if it is E major or E minor. Anyway, let's figure out. When you hear a wrong note, you hear a wrong note, right? Uh, so I'm gonna remove this fold so I can just see all the notes clearly, and I'm just gonna put together a rhythm. I'm just gonna listen to the kick, right? And what else do I need? Yeah, just the kick and um and the harmony as well. Okay, slow that down. All right, so I have this pattern. Has some bass, but it's not really like banging bass, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the second oscillator. It sort of has a sine wave. I'm going to change it to saw, and I'm going to cut its receiving harmonics by 1 octave, and that gives me ideas like okay, I think on the beat, right? isolate these guys. Okay, stop everything. Okay, this guy and okay. Why did I solo this? Okay. Okay, I'm going to isolate this and make this into a different scene because we could like sort of have other things around it, right? Rather than repeating the same patterns that we have had going on. Alright. Hey, so Mahin's here, Akhil is here. Hey Mahin, what's up? Hey Akhil, hope you guys are having a good evening. Hope you guys are having a good holiday-ish weekend or week. Okay, so I have this thing. Let me try adding some arpeggiated melodies on top of this, right? So I'm going to introduce one oscillator. Let's like get these operators operating. Yeah, like something really arpeggiated. I'll see if I can write it out, right? Because this is pretty inspiring. Okay, I think I need. Alright, so it's a nice tone to go for. Sort of very warmly cutting through the bass and the harmony. Okay, so let's make it interesting by like cutting this pattern into sort of like a 3 by 4 kind of a movement, or 6 by 8. Alright. So what we can do right now is sort of add some glide into this, right? Uh, I'm gonna come over here to my voices, uh, change this to 1, sort of switch on the glide, and give a little bit of gliding action, but we don't hear the gliding action yet. all out. And yeah, I think I'll try using the filter to sort of open up for these notes. Not really. Yeah, I don't think this idea is that effective for. At least I'm not feeling that here. So let's stick to this. How do I get more harmonics? Let's see. I could use the parallel configuration. And let's try going for. Oh, that's not going to work because I'm gliding. Okay. Okay, let me try changing the bass oscillator itself. Wow, that sounds good as an evolving progression. So I'm going to leave it at sine for now. But that's a good idea to like work through as the song evolves, right? Okay. What I could alternately try doing is okay. Sort of alter the second half of this whole phrasing so that it works like a complementary balance between each other, right? So this is a trick I like to use to sort of maintain the same kind of a patterning, but sort of change the way the melody flows, right? Okay, something is not working. Okay, I need to zoom in so I can see the notes. So okay, so I'm going from almost F A C F major, but a sixth. Let's actually go to okay. That sounds nice. But as the second part happens, I'm going to like open this thing up, right? I'm going to open the third oscillator. oscillator over the second half. So the harmonics sort of stand up. So let me rewrite the kicks, right, for this. Fill in the hi-hats. Pencil tool is pretty handy sometimes, especially when you want to draw out things, right? Losing sight of the grid, okay. Zoom out of this. Okay, yeah, this is clarity. Okay. Folks on YouTube, do check out our platform. The link is in the live chat. Check out our platform. Let me just pull that up on the screen. So, okay, oh shit, it went on the wrong screen, my bad. Alright, so this is our platform. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. We are an educational institute. Let me just pause that background music, right? It's almost becoming like I don't want it to be reduced to like some kind of an ambience music that I'm sort of using. So this is a platform. There's a lot of really cool, fun stuff over here. We have a Q&A forum which is buzzing with a lot of questions, music that is being shared, free plugins that are being shared. Uh, uh, we also have a bunch of free courses for our members, especially if you're like getting into music production, or if you're a beginner or an intermediate struggling with certain concepts. We have a bunch of free courses on our sites for our members, and it's a very interactive site. We welcome people walking in, posting their questions, and we are more than happy to like sort of go through them and personally respond to these questions, right? All right. So coming back to this. I just realized I don't have a snare. I mean, I have a percussive element, not too keen about it. So I'll quickly work out a snare. Let's see if I can work out a complementary snare for this section, right? Alright. I'm gonna solo this, okay, and just solo the bass as well. Or as well as the hi-hats, right? Can't get too boring without that. Okay. So let's just start positioning the point where we want the snare to sort of fall in. Okay, that didn't work. Oh shit, I don't have an instrument. It's just blank MIDI sending out signals to nowhere. So I'm going to go to my instruments, take operator, put it over here. Now, okay, now we can operate this thing. So I'm going to remove this pencil tool. It gets annoying after a while. Pencil tool is basically useful for certain specific applications, right? Especially because drawing out hi-hats and working out automations and steps, pencil tool is like a really handy tool if you know your grid shortcuts well enough. Oh, like that actually. Okay, let's go with that, right? I'm going to use noise. I'm going to use this. Let me on the second one use noise. Second oscillator. I'm going to reverse my filter. Instead of the sine, I'm going to have okay, not a song. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, square. Definitely a square. Let's fill the space up between those two snare heads. Let me go to multi-clip editing. Okay, this bit of pitch, not exactly tones, but yeah, it's giving that very pitched expression, which I'm kind of liking it over here. Okay, let me name this as snare. Very weird snare, but yeah. Alright. Alright. You could do one thing. Let me and let's give some. Okay, so I just gave that sort of initial pitch accent, right? Like sort of giving that very glitchy electronic vibe to this snare. Yeah, right over there. Let's see. Let's double this up with a more harsher wave. Try. Get rid of the song. Somehow a little more harmonic, slightly, I guess. Okay, now let's check with the whole thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Now, so it's like it's a nice progression from there, right? Coming from that to this, like a slow down one too. I have a feeling I could actually include this melody over here onto this part as well, right? Actually, you know what? I just like this bit. I think I'm just going to include the last bit. But yeah, let me just duplicate this. come one step back. Okay, I think I could start from here. Okay, let me go ahead. Okay, just okay, let me undo that. Okay, I'm just trying to do some acrobatics with the session. I think I could much easily do that thing in the arrangement view. What I'm trying to do is sort of get this in the beginning, right? Sort of get this in the initial. But that means I'm going to have to adjust my loop to sort of what? Okay. Yeah, so that kind of a thing, but it's a little tricky to do it in the session view. We are going to have to like offset it in a weird way. It gets a little confusing, and I don't want to do it on stream. Although I really like that exercise in general. All right. So for the next part, right? Include some ambience with a lot of lush reverb on top of it, right? So I'll just get my previous kick pattern back, which was like a more simpler pattern, which went like right, this kind of a thing. And yeah, okay. No. Right, okay. Hey, why isn't it working? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I think my selection went off. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay, the overall level is going off the roof, but that's okay. Like, I think we can fix that later. Okay, so what I want to do on top of this is introduce another operator, just it, and sort of try to bring in that lush synth kind of a vibe, right? Which sort of like a fog floats around everything else. So I just have a long note which is in key. Okay, what do I do with this? So basically, I'm going to soften the attack, right? increase the release. So copy the envelope from there to here. Okay, let this be. Now, okay, let's go to plugins. I think we have go to Valhalla. Let's go with Supermassive. You know what? This actually sounds right off the bat. I'm just gonna leave it at this, but I have an interesting idea. What I'll try to do is I'll try to basically give some expression to this, which is like closely following the hi-hat movement, right? Using some gates. So what we'll do is I'll drop in some gates. Okay, no, before I do that, yeah, engage the side chain, engage the with the hi-hats, yeah, engage the hi-hats. So like now over here we can see the hi-hat sort of. Let's just touch it, right? So there's two ways of going about this. Okay, let's try doing a stereo kind of an effect, right? So I'm gonna group this Valhalla, right? Group this, okay? Group this. I'm gonna call this, what do I call this? I'm gonna call this left, and let's make, and I'm gonna create one more chain, send that guy to the right, and I'm gonna call this right, yeah, okay, right, that's too many rights. Now what can I do with this? I'm gonna get echo into the picture, right? Ableton's echo, so like, you know, let's balance the plugin with someone native, you know, have some diversity, you know, across the spectrum. Look at the Valhalla settings, right? I have 300 millisecond delay. Put this in mix. Okay. Where did I feel this though? Let me drive this, right? Okay, there's some cables where these knobs are, like, you know, in front of the mixer. You guys can't see that, but I'm just, oh, okay, that went. Okay, I can do that. What is going off the roof? Okay. Okay, everything. Okay. I think I'll just tame down some of this. And okay, wow. Just tame a bit of that. And the kick as well, right? Oh shit, wrong click. Underneath the it sensitive? Oh, I haven't made it sensitive. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the kick, give some, yeah, give some volume. Okay, let me see if I give filter frequency, what's gonna happen. It gets a little damp. Uh, okay, I'll also give another connection to volume to make it more uh, obvious. Let me give it to just B. Oh, nice. So I'm going to give the second velocity connection to. Actually, I needn't do this. I could directly do it here, I guess. Make the oscillator be level dependent on the velocity. So, okay. Yeah. So you have every alternate with kick sort of muffled, right, automatically, without any external processing, so to say. Okay, where's the synth? Okay, I'm just gonna bring the synth closer so that I don't have to go across the table tennis board. Oh no, I can't do that. They're both going into the same chain. Actually, it has a very nice effect. So what I'm going to do is let me try and modulate the what is that? Shit, I can't see this. Okay, let me try and modulate the delay time, right? Very cool. So let's. Very nice. Okay. Alright, I think this is going into another dimension from what the track has been, so let me not go down that route, right? Okay, so let me work out a suitable bass line. Let's see what will happen if I add the same. Oh, that's giving some context. Nice. So what I'll do is coming into this section, let the bass like sort of flow, right? Like the bass is just like. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can add some melodies. Oh, I love that. You know what I played? I'm just gonna capture it. Shit, the capture missed it. Why capture? Why? Okay. Got it. Okay, so let's just extend the loop, right? Extend the loop, make this longer. It was easy to play this out because I think I just hit the white keys without really considering the scale. I think it's the scale is mostly white keys. I think there's an F sharp in there somewhere. Uh, okay, so let's get out of this grid. Let's have a wider grid. Okay, no, little. Yeah, okay, let me just condense the whole thing to 1 by 8, right? Okay, this is too harsh though, so what I'll do is I need to sort of tweak this thing, instrument out. Let me see what should I tweak. Definitely not that. Okay, yeah, actually the sustain needs to drop. Of both, I guess. And maybe the peak. Okay, these are the changes. I made 3 changes. Uh, sustain A, sustain B, and what is that? Peak of A and B. So the best thing that I can do at this point is basically cut this. I'm going to simply duplicate this instrument, cut all this stuff. Okay, I would rather deactivate it, and yeah, cut this. Smart work, do smart work, avoid automation. If your system can afford that, yeah, nice. Cut this out. Nice. It's giving that guitar, pinch harmonic kind of a vibe. Uh, nice. Let me give a long release so that Here, long. Go long. Go to the deep end. Okay. Okay. Uh, and let's just see if I can just maintain short notes. It becomes easier to play then. Almost. Okay. Let's cut it short by. Okay, number of voices is. Okay. And also. Wow. No, definitely not. Okay. Yeah, that sort of works. And let me see if I can pan it according to keyword. Not really. Wow, that is beautiful. Can I put LFO on the pan? Let's try that, right? Okay, no, definitely not on the pitches. Let's try LFO on the pan, right? So there's a destination B and there is panorama, yeah. So let me try sample and hold. Sync it. Oh, but it's gonna throw everything, right? Okay. Let's. Okay. 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 Wow, that's nice. Yeah, that the randomness associated with it is also cool. So what I'm going to do with this is, since I've gotten that, let me solo it along with that harmony part. What I had, where's the harmony? Okay, sorry, the ambience. Okay, let's call it. Ambience. Like hard ambience. I don't know what that means. Gated ambience. So I found a nice name. Okay, this is too soon. So let's just go ahead and okay. No, okay. Should have added another step, right? So basically now this is 4 bars and wow, that was fluke. I mean, I was going for a higher note which was sort of working like a nice compliment, and B works well. Right? Okay. Okay, no, let's not spread this out, right? Because I already have the ambience sort of spreading the across the space. So let's keep this in the center. And let me make this more impactful, I guess. Let's allow, right? Wow, nice. Okay, now it's working actually. I can hear those sprinkles happening in different places in the space. Okay. Okay, so So now this is a little thick, right? Thick and fat and filling up. Pretty nice. Okay. Just quickly check. Okay, all right. So, okay, we are almost out of time. Okay, Mahin says, I've been looking forward to having a session with you like this. That's good to know, Mahin. Same here, and hope you're having a good evening too. Yeah, you're having a good evening. All right. Akhil says, master is clipping. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty much aware that the master is clipping, but the thing with live is it's a bad thing. You should always practice what you preach. You should not let the master clip, but live, secretly does allow you some kind of a headroom, okay? Uh, Before it actually, clips it to your ears. So this is just a visual indicator to let you know that if at all you decide to bounce this track out, you're going to hear some serious clipping, post the fact of you like rendering and exporting it as an audio file. But up until then, there is some leeway that live gives even after the zero, so that so that you have this creative liberty to just play around, make it, and like not really be bogged down by okay, suddenly my level is clipping. Oh, I have to pay attention to that and bring it down. You can sort of worry about that in the mix stage when you're like staging everything properly. But like Akhil is pointing out, it's a good idea to actually be keeping that also in mind, like while uh, working through your song. Um, all right. So I think we have run out of time. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let's see where this takes. Probably in the next session, I'm going to switch this over to arrangement and sort of stretch it out into a track, or start weaving it as an arrangement. Rather, now that I have like some solid ideas which could work for the different parts of the structure, right? Um, if there's anything else, please let me know in the comment or in the live chat section. If not, I guess we'll see you in another stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Now I'm gonna end the stream. All right. Good night. Take care, guys.